Hello and welcome to How to Master Difficult Conversations. Once again, my name is Rick Hernandez and I am thrilled that you have chosen to invest your time and resources into developing this important communication skill. So, congratulations. You are investing in a life-changing skill that will develop and grow your career, your profession, correct workplace and family issues, or improve personal relationships. By definition, you are a leader, a game changer, an influencer. You are about to change your world, and I'm excited with you. As mentioned, I'm an executive coach and founder of Synthesis Global, a conscious leadership and team optimization firm. For over 20 years, I've helped Fortune 500 companies, many individuals, all walks of life, coached hundreds of people just like you, helping to develop effective communication skills for people interested in improving personal, professional relationships in conflict resolution. As a leadership coach, my mission is to empower great people. Coaching people how to manage difficult conversations is a cornerstone to the work I do with organizations and people, as I mentioned, all walks of life. Professionals, non-professionals, both at the executive level, mid-level professionals, and frontline levels as well. And you know, believe it or not, they all have families and relationship issues too. So I understand the challenges, the pain, the anxiety. I've been there. I know what it's like to avoid conflict or having fear of confrontation. How to master difficult conversations is about creating an environment of respect, of fairness and harmony. An environment where people feel safe, are heard, and have a voice. Everyone has a voice. Everyone has a say. And taking this course is one of the best personal and professional investments, hands down, and life choices I think you've ever made. Make no mistake. This means you've experienced, you've witnessed, right? Tolerated an uncomfortable or debilitating work or personal situation where there may have been personality or power struggles, disrespectful behavior, micromanaging, a negative environment, or maybe you just need to ask for a raise or initiate a discussion around how to set career goals and professional advancement. So, whether your tough conversation is about a difference of opinion, a personality issue at work, or with a loved one, having the skills to effectively navigate these situations is essential for success in both our personal and professional lives, as we strive to resolve disagreements, create a fair, productive, respectful, and collaborative work and social environment. That's why learning to master difficult conversations is your ticket to improved conversations driven by your desire to correct and improve negative situations. And a natural byproduct of your enhanced communication skills is personal transformation. That's right, personal transformation. This course is designed to help you to reduce and overcome 3 common fears: the fear of confrontation, the fear of failure, and the fear of the unknown. So, not to worry. Whether you're looking to improve work conditions, performance, or interpersonal relationships, this course will provide you with the tools and processes you need to succeed. I will be sharing with you the same empowering principles and processes I've shared with individuals from all walks of life. I mentioned that before. Small and large organizations. Companies like the Walt Disney Company, Amazon, Microsoft, Intel, Baxter, the Dole Food Company, Thermo Fisher, Chase, and even for NASA before the space shuttle went away. So let's talk about how you're going to make a difference. The purpose of this introduction is to inspire you and remind you of what we're going to, in this case, what you're going to accomplish. I want you to feel comfortable knowing that this course is a process. Trust me, You can do this. So, as you move through this course, you are about to engage and embark on a 9-module journey in building self-confidence, personal empowerment, and self-awareness. As I said, it's truly about personal development and career enhancement. You'll systematically move through a series of lessons, 2 to 5 lessons per module, along with me, personally coaching and guiding you through a series of sequential videos. Some videos will be exclusively verbal narration, and periodically I'll pop in during some of your lessons to check in on you. And best of all, you will be learning this course at your own pace and within the comfort of your own timing, scheduling, and commitment. Remember, you are a game changer, truly, a leader, an influencer, someone who cares, someone who wants to improve work-life, someone who wants to improve work-life, your career, someone who wants to create harmony, a positive environment, where everyone thrives, a win-win resolution for all involved when engaging in a difficult conversation. So, as you prepare and establish a discipline, a habit, a focus around our primary course objectives, this is where your success lies. Also, you don't want to intellectualize this, no, or you'll miss the point. I know that you're excited, and I know you understand what we're talking about, but in order for us to succeed, and we don't want this just to be another course, it's important that we define our learning objectives, right? Once again, in order for us to succeed, and we don't want to make this just any course, it's important that we define our learning goals for the following reasons. I mean, you know, believe it or not, for some people, this thought of having a difficult conversation or confrontation is truly an existential crisis for them. Having to deal with negative conditions, intimidation, where you feel overwhelmed, where there's tension or maybe a disadvantage, especially where strong personalities and egos are concerned. In some cases, you may feel disempowered and or alone, unable to address and improve these very behaviors and conditions that cause discomfort, inequities, and disruption. But not to worry. I will teach you how to develop the confidence and the skills you need, which are important, right? Because these conditions may also compromise integrity, lower productivity, and there may also be areas where you cause poor communication or lack of collaboration and accountability. And where do we see this reflected? Bad attitudes, performance and communication issues, especially in bad attitudes. Performance and communication issues is, again, a byproduct of all these dysfunctional areas. And they also exist in family dramas, relationships. Remember though, you're not competing nor trying to be right, nor trying to control, overpower, or manipulate anyone or anything. To be successful in life, we have to not do different things, but do things differently. And the good news is going forward, you are going to do things differently. So, let me summarize. How to master difficult conversations. This course, the model, you will learn and build confidence through my proven 5-step process and guided videos where I explain and walk you through every step of the way in a clear and systematic order. Remember, you learn at your own pace. You can measure your progress by your time commitment, dedication, and sense of urgency. There are also workbook exercises along with action plans for you to reflect, plan, and practice. Operative term here is practice. And as I said before, whether you're an introvert or extrovert, you will learn this practical resolution formula that will coach you on how to plan and deliver any difficult conversation with empathy and conviction and the assumption of positive intent. Imagine handling workplace issues disagreements, improving relationships with confidence, compassion, and ease. Let that sink in. And what would you feel like? Where would you feel like, rather? How will you feel like if you could control and manage these in a more effective way? What would that feel like? What will that do for your career, your personal brand, and credibility? I want you to sense this, feel it, and visualize your success. As you move through the course and learn the process, you will succeed. Failure is not an option. Is that a deal? Also, I promised you a special bonus gift, my book, Creating a Culture of Excellence, a roadmap to leadership, personal excellence, values, and team culture. This will be sent to you. Now, reality check. When it comes to difficult conversations, disagreements, personality conflicts, performance issues, or negative behaviors, difficult conversations are an inevitable fact of life. You know this, right? And especially painful and distracting when ignored, or worst cases, when someone in power is avoiding them or reinforcing a dysfunctional situation. And this is exactly what we're talking about. How to carefully initiate and respectfully address, manage these awkward and difficult conditions. We know these are necessary, right? These conversations, and they're much needed conversations, but they can also be one of the most stressful and challenging experiences we face, mainly because we were never taught to handle confrontation. We saw it as scary. Don't go there. Let it go. Take the high road. They were intimidating and overwhelming. So in most cases, we simply tolerated or simply ignored situational difficulty. And whether, once again, you're an introvert or extrovert, you have to know a difficult conversation is, by nature, difficult. If you're feeling insecure or unsure, don't be so hard on yourself. We're human. It is impossible to remove 100% of your fear. Anxiety, fear, and doubt is normal. Managing our fear is realistic. Once again, managing our fear is realistic. Eliminating fear is not. And that, by the way, is not our goal. Minimizing and reducing fear, once you've learned this process, will be a natural consequence to your confidence, preparation, and focus. You will automatically sink into the substance of your conversation theme, and you might even enjoy it. So, as you develop this powerful communication skill, you will naturally feel empowered by your courage. Remember, I've been there. I have faced many of the same challenges that you're currently experiencing or you may encounter in the future. Yes, it's a simple process, but it does take work and commitment on your part. And it goes without saying, you must complete the learning exercises, action plans, practice, right? And basically invest the time and put the work in, right? And don't worry, I'll be right alongside with you. So, let's break it down. What will you learn? This course will provide you with a roadmap, a practical approach to tackle tough conversations with confidence and ease. You'll learn how to prepare effectively, set clear boundaries, and handle conversations in a way that promotes understanding, empathy, and results. Remember though, our progressive video coaching will be there to guide you. In other words, I will be there guiding you, coaching you. When you complete the course, you'll be prepared, equipped to handle difficult conversations, and emerge from the experience with better outcomes and confidence. As I mentioned, confidence is huge, right? And credibility. Most of all, as I said, you'll be seen as a leader, game changer, an influencer, because those are the natural personas or personal brand that are associated with people who discover the way to create harmony, simply because you care, because you're building stronger relationships, and because you're focused on the quality of effective communication skills. And we know that all these emotions and misunderstandings, while a part of life, learning, growth, still, if not managed properly and productively, they negatively impact professional relationships, diminish trust, they reduce psychological safety, and also they hinder effective communications, right? It gets in the way. And who wants to always feel fear or the pain of stress, intimidation, or nervousness about confronting another person due to rudeness, dismissiveness, bullying, or behavior that once again negatively impacts others? Lastly, and critically important, you'll also learn how to establish and define post-conversation goals. What happens afterwards? Roles and responsibilities, set expectations, agreements and commitments, so that the conversation ends without any lingering doubt, confusion, no questions or concerns. We know what to do. And by the way, this also means in a loving, compassionate, and patient manner, where understanding and in some cases where forgiveness may be the order of the day. Remember too, this doesn't mean you always get what you want, but you'll achieve resolution and may simply agree to disagree, but respectfully so. So, it is my sincere goal, and I am confident that you'll learn about the importance of preparation, listening and validation, setting examples of where you agree and having points of contact where there are commonalities, and you can practice this. In order to effectively address these difficult issues at hand, it requires practice. Remember, not all difficult conversations are alike. Some conversations require more preparation. So, in conclusion, having difficult conversations may be uncomfortable, but it is an important step towards improving business results, enhancing personal relationships, and promoting career and professional growth. And learning how to neutralize power. Imagine that, learning how to neutralize power dynamics, and by approaching these conversations with accuracy, honesty, and positive intent. With these elements, we can create a more confident, solution-oriented, and inspired work life. A great environment, in short. So, are you ready to take your communication skills to the next level and master the art of difficult conversations? Are you ready to conquer those conflicts, those situations that are uncomfortable, frustrating, or have caused you emotional distress, wherever it may be, in the workplace or at home? So, are you ready to learn how to tap into your natural courage? The courage that will result in improved personal and professional communication skills. The answer is yes, right? These will lead to career advancement. Make no mistake. Okay, let's do it. Thank you again for your investment in this course. Remember, I will be there guiding you step by step, and I'm confident you won't regret it. Let's get to work.